Welcome back. I'm Guy Bennett from the College of Kinesiology. Thank you for coming to my second talk on shifting dimensions. In the first discussion, we drew a line in the sand. And that line in the sand was clarifying the separation that's occurred on the planet, or the separation that's been clarified on the planet with the COVID-19 fiasco. Two camps have established themselves. One camp where people believe that the power is outside of them and they're looking for external solutions in order to solve the problem. And the second camp where they believe or know that the power is inside of them and they require internal solutions to solve the problem. What I'm going to talk about is very important and a very serious clarification. And it's basically the crux point or the turning point in how we move through and transcend the current dynamic on the planet. Many of us who've chosen the internal referenced reality as opposed to the external reference reality are still getting triggered. They're still feeling angry. They're still feeling frightened. We're still feeling controlled and hemmed in. Now, ultimately, the only way for us to shift the current scenario is to go within and shift our internal triggers. The history around the use of power on planet Earth is extremely poor. We've been seriously misusing our power. And on both ends of the spectrum, we haven't been owning and accessing our power, and we haven't been using it well when we do access it. Ultimately, we need to tap into our divine sovereignty, the I Am, as a platform for power, as a platform for action on planet Earth, and of course a platform for being. So the way out of this situation is to look at our triggers around what we see outside of ourselves in terms of the misuse of power. So a lot of people are feeling triggered by world leaders and the wealthy elite that seem to be ambushing us and corralling us in a particular direction. So the way out of this is to look at how we're feeling and reacting within ourselves in relation to what's happening externally. So if we're feeling frightened or angry or fearful, we need to look at that and shift that and heal that. And through doing that, we have the potential of accessing our power. From a kinesiology perspective, kinesiology is about releasing subconscious program. It's about finding beliefs, thoughts, ideas, programs that are sitting in our subconscious that don't reflect the spiritual vibration. Using kinesiology, we can set contexts which push certain belief structures to the foreground. So if I used the goal or the intention for a kinesiology balance that I'm at peace and harmony with, say, Bill Gates, it's quite likely that when I'm muscle tested, my arms will unlock. I'll get an unlocking indicator muscle. which is showing me that there's stress associated with that statement. So I might have feelings of anger or fear or hatred swirling around in me that are actually from another time, that don't really have anything to do with Bill Gates or anyone else. They're my own triggers. They're my own feelings. These are the things that I need to release in myself so that I can transcend this situation. Shifting dimensions is about inner transcendence within the self. It's not about the belief of what's happening outside of me. So, as the fifth dimension camp, we believe that we're internally referenced. So we choose not to buy into the COVID-19 fiasco. In a similar way, we also need to choose not to buy into the belief that the power is outside of us, that these beings that are orchestrating some major play on planet Earth at the moment have any power over us at all. And the only way that we can do that is to tap in and disclose and release subconscious beliefs. And as we do that, we'll move steadily into a state of love and fearlessness, into a state of strength and power to shift dimensions. Thank you.